the TNPD in relationships. Y'all know. Listen, all of our new family members, hey y'all, hey everybody, and of course to my tribe and family at large, welcome back, y'all. Thank you so much for visiting my media resource and just coming back to see what I have to say about the matter. Of course, y'all know on Thursday nights we go live right here on the channel. Every Thursday night we are live here, so I want y'all to meet us here, okay? And share the stream when you come in. And don't forget to like it. Excuse me, y'all know the goal of the day is 1.2K plus every time we drop a video, y'all. Please help a sister out if you rocks with your girl, all right? To all of my ladies out there, the queens, celebrating Mother's Day today. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day. Listen, I hope you all have a beautiful day. Enjoy yourself, and hopefully you have some beautiful people around you to celebrate you like you should be celebrated. All right. So God bless you. All right. So let's jump into the topic of this video. I want to talk about this, the why the narcissist chooses not to love you and chooses not to connect with you. Okay, I want to cover both of these in the video because I want to give you a little backdrop here, a little revelation as to why this happens. And a lot of times we don't understand when we are in the addictionship, when we're in the throes of it. We don't understand what's going on, and it's harder to see. Well, let me just say this. The ocean looks very different when you're standing on the beach than when you're actually inserted in the middle of it, okay? When you're standing on the beach, you can actually look out as far, and it looks like the ocean meets the sky. But if you're sitting out in the middle of the ocean, a lot of times it just looks like the water has no end. You understand what I'm saying? So I said all of that to say this, is that when you were going through it, it was so much happening around you that you really couldn't wrap your mind around, what was really happening. Your emotions were being upset, torn, pulled apart. And every time you turn a corner, there was always upset and something going on. So basically what happens is, I want to tell you why. Okay, because it is a choice. The narcissist, they choose not to love. They choose not to connect. It's actually a choice, okay? It's let me say this. It's a choice, and it's an unconscious choice, okay? So this is something, and why do I say that it's an unconscious choice? Because it's something that is ingrained in who they are. It's ingrained. So that's why I tell you that it's an unconscious thing. Because, if it's something that's ingrained in your personality to do certain things, you don't really have to think about doing those things. You just do them because it's ingrained in your personality. You see what I'm saying? Those of us that know how to love, and we love God, and we love, the people of God. We are natural people that love. Okay? That's ingrained in us. So we don't have to think about doing that. It's just something that we do. Okay? It's more of an unconscious choice for those of us, especially those of us that are walking with Christ, and we are believers and disciples of the Most High. The number one sign that people know that the Most High God is the head of your life is the evidence of love, how you love others. Okay? That's the number one sign, because God is love. So if we are the children of our Creator, then we should have His same attributes. Okay? We should do the same things that He does because His DNA is in us. Okay? So let me just say this. All right? So I just want to give you a little backstory right there. Now, they choose not to love because love and a connection, the two go hand in hand. Okay? You can't love without a connection, and you can't have a connection without love. Okay? Now, you can have a toxic soul tie. You can have a toxic bond, a demonic soul tie. But if you're going to have a genuine loving connection, the two will go hand in hand. Okay, so when we're dealing with a narcissist, what you have to understand is, see, these birds right here, they were traumatized as a child, and their ability to love and connect with someone. Watch this now. I want y'all to really hear this, because I really do feel like it is going to free some folks when you understand this. At best, a narcissist could only give you a like, and that is even conditional. That's even conditional. Why? Because, you know, narcissists have very black and white thinking, and once you do something to them or they have an argument with you, you never get off that blacklist, even their family members. Okay? It doesn't matter. Once y'all go at it, that's it. They don't trust you, and they'll be out to get you at any point that they can. Even family members, they look for opportunities to get them back too, and that's their family. But at the point where they were traumatized, that was the last time they had a connection. That was the last time they experienced love. Okay? After that, the narcissist could not identify with those two things, because what they see and how they associate love and a connection is what happened at that last point of trauma. You get what I'm saying? Y'all, please hit the like button on this message right here. Oh, because if you understand this, when you are trying to reconcile in your mind going back or ruminating over the fact that, well, maybe I just didn't do everything. Listen, there is nothing, hear me, there is nothing that you can do to make them see the trauma that they experienced was not their fault. They need to get some help. Once the narcissist has gotten to the place of narcissism, that demon is already ingrained in them. There's nothing you can say to them to make them feel any differently. There has to be a spiritual transformation. And I will often say, or I have said, is that, maybe not so often, but I have said that it's going to take it will have to take an exorcism, because what you're dealing with is you're dealing with trauma. Okay? Even a trauma therapist, they can only sit down and talk to the demons in their mind, and every so often the true self will come forward. Because what you got to understand about a demonic oppression, or in this case, I would say that it's more along the lines of a demonic possession, because of the way they treat people. The only thing that you can do is hope and pray that they would find their way to God and find and get some deliverance. But there is no way. There's a lot of people that think, oh, well, maybe if I just love them enough, maybe if I just give them more attention. I'm here to tell you, and that's why I'm making this video, you cannot love the hell out of a narcissist. That right there, those supernatural beings that they have, that basically they call their alter ego or their narcissism, it's not going to let you get close enough to them, the true self, because the true self is buried deep down in the narcissist. I mean, that true self is buried to the point where most of the time it's non-existent. That's how buried it is. You may see it come forth every now and then, when you could see them kind of like flickering, but then it's like that narcissism or that demonic control and influence takes right back over, and they go right back into the same thing. The same exact thing. It's not a matter of can they love you, can they connect with you. It's a matter of it's not a matter of do they love, do they connect. It's a matter of the fact that they choose not to love and they choose not to connect, because the last time they trusted someone in their lives to love them and to connect with them, they were traumatized. And so what they associate love with is trauma. And that's it. You can do nothing about it. I gotta say it again. You can't do anything about it. Listen, don't put yourself on the cross for someone that chooses. Come on here. I need y'all to really hear this. Someone that chooses to gaslight you, that chooses to project onto you, that absolutely chooses to lie to you, to cheat on you. See, all of these things, the demons that control them make them do all of these things. Narcissists do not have impulse control. Why? Because they are under a demonic possession. That's how you know it's a possession. It's because they can't control themselves. I wish y'all really hear me and hit that like button, please. You are not Jesus the Christ. You got to stop putting yourself on the cross or crucifying yourself. Know that if you got out and you left, you did the best thing that you could ever do for yourself, because you, in carnality and even in certain levels in the spiritual realm, depending on what your ranking is in the realm of the spirit, you can't do nothing for that narcissist. The only thing that you can do is save yourself, okay? Because once those demonic entities get inside of a person and they have a yielded vessel like that, and what they do is that Leviathan spirit is a guarding spirit and a twisting spirit, and it's gonna guard all of those demonic entities that's inside of the narcissist with pride. This is why you can't talk to them. You can't tell them anything. You know, they're so proudful and so evil and vile. This is why. You can't, and it's like I said, if a person chooses not to connect with you and chooses not to love you, you gotta draw your own conclusion from that. And how do you draw that conclusion? Is you gotta look at the way that they treat you and the way that they treat others. Okay, you have to examine the fruit. These people they choose not to connect. They choose not to love, because those two items right there are associated with trauma. And even if they could love you, at best it would be some type of little, puppy love, because they haven't even learned how to grow love. You know what I'm saying? How to grow in love, how to do anything like that, because it stopped as a child. So family, listen, y'all got to understand, it's a choice. It's a choice. Just like you chose to care for them, you chose to show them love, you chose to do all of that. They chose to do the opposite. Don't ever think that they don't know what they're doing. Don't ever think that, maybe somehow they just didn't understand the magnitude. No, they understand everything that they're doing. They choose this. They choose it. Bottom line. Their connection, their idea of connection and trauma goes back to, connection and love goes back to the point of trauma in their childhood, and they are never going to be violated or vulnerable again. And this is why they choose not to connect with you and choose not to love you, family. There it is. And you see that it's evident in the way that they treated you. So family, I just wanted to get this out here. I wanted you to really understand this. And I hope this blesses you and gives you a better understanding as to why they don't love and why they don't connect. And there's nothing you can do about it. So don't try it. Just go ahead and save yourself and thank God that you found out what you were dealing with, and you just keep it moving. Listen, God said he was married to the backslider. Okay. You don't have to be. And here's the thing, a narcissist is beyond, to me, a backslider, because their conscience is pretty much seared. They're going to be who they are forever. Okay, it's a permanent personality disorder. If God has walked away from the reprobate, let me say this again, what are you doing still there? I said it. So family, I love you all. God bless you. Have a wonderful day today. And I will see you all on the next video. And I will see you all healed at the top. Shalom, family.